All right, I'm here with Trisha. And Trisha, how do you say your last name?
Spolder.
Spolder. Trisha Spolder
Yeah.
with Swiss Detail. And Trisha and Swiss Detail are our business of the month here at Faust Law Office. And I just want to get to know a little bit about you, Trisha. I have the same question I ask at every jury trial, of all of my jurors and people in all focus groups. But I'm going to ask you to do this, setting your faith and family aside, just setting that aside, and your business, okay? What's the passion in your life, Trisha? What gets you out of bed in the morning?
Well, it's sorry. Hi. Oh, Brian. Yes. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
No worries. I'll call.
Okay, back on here with Trisha. That's what's the passion in your life, Trisha?
So first off, thanks so much for having us because we're really honored to be Business of the Month for the magazine you're doing, and it's all really exciting. And well, what's our passion, mine and my husband Greg's? It's cars. Very surprising. um, he likes to say we live and breathe cars, and I like to say we have OCD. We have an obsessive car disorder. So we work on cars on days, and on the weekends we drive our classic cars, or we fix classic cars, or we go to car shows. And when we take a vacation, we'll go somewhere where there's more cars, where we have museums and things to see. So for us, life really turns around the wheel of cars.
How'd you get involved and interested in cars? And tell us a little bit about yourself. Where'd you grow up? How'd you get interested in cars? How did this all start?
So I grew up in Switzerland, and it's where that passion for cars comes from is not really clear because my family is a family of accountants. So I'm an accountant by trade. That's what I learned. That's my business degree. But my husband's a certified mechanic. So Greg has the whole education also from Switzerland, being a mechanic. And we met at US car swap meets in Switzerland. So we met over the passion of cars, and nobody in my family understands, but that's fine. And yeah, we 7 years ago made that big leap to come to the US to have our own business. And we were just looking for some sort of car business, and detailing just stood out that there was a lack of a good quality detailer. There were plenty of good mechanic shops out there, and I'm glad we're detailing because that's where I can help the most, where my strong suit leads. I'm not that much of a mechanic myself. That's what I have a husband for.
Trisha, that's great. Trisha, where did you, if you had to pick one car, one classic American-made car that's the only car you could drive from here on out, what would it be?
So I call it my soulmate car. I do own my dream car. It's a 62 Impala SS.
A 62 Impala. Why a 62 Impala? I mean, you have 57 Chevy is a classic one, different Fords.
I don't know. It's just I have a connection with that vehicle. I also have a 55 Bel Air, and it's a nice car, absolutely. But it's just, it doesn't make my heart beat that much faster than that 62 Impala. Something about the design, something about how it handles, for an old car especially, it's just something that speaks to me. And yeah, there's different cars. Everybody who asks me, it's like, what's your favorite car? It's like, that depends. It's like, I like trucks and I like this. There's one in any category that I can basically find something that I really love about them. But my 62 Impala, I got that for Mother's Day last year, actually from my dearest husband. That's my soulmate car. That's the car I want to have, that I'd like to drive, and we're working on getting it roadworthy right now.
Oh, fantastic. So tell us this, if you would, how'd you end up in Bozeman?
So that's kind of a really coincidental story, and it's one that starts with where love takes you. We're a family business. So there's my husband, Greg, his sister, Pam, and me. And Pam was actually the first one to move to Bozeman because she fell in love with a Bozemanite. And she came here, got married, and stayed. And we came to see her, visit, take vacations here. And we just fell in love with Montana and couldn't resist moving here too. So we followed her.
Great. Well, what do you like most about running your business, Tricia, your small business there?
Well, loving most is just really having that responsibility, basically. It's working for ourselves. We've always been going above and beyond in any job we had. All of us, the three of us that run this together as a family. And it was just kind of the logical step to go and be our own bosses. And we're not really in the car cleaning business. We're more in the selling happiness business, because that's that wow factor, that expression on people's faces when they see their car, what we could turn it into. That's so rewarding. That's so awesome. That just kind of, that's the biggest reward for our job, is really making people happy and having that opportunity and doing that in our terms, not being owned by a dealership or somebody else telling us what to do or how to do things. We set the rules and we set the bar high, and that's what makes us stand out, because we love cars. We treat every car as if it's our own, and we want to be able to do that, to not cut corners. And that's just the only way to do it, if you have your own business.
So let me ask this of you. We're visiting here. It's September 1st of 2020. How has the world changed since March in the COVID situation in your business?
We are lucky that we are part of transportation. So when the whole lockdown started, we were able and allowed to stay open because we're part of an essential business. We had in spring focused mainly on helping out first responders and healthcare workers, making sure their vehicles were safe to drive in when everybody else was staying home. And then when everything eased up, we also picked up our pace again. That nothing's more essential than cleaning and disinfecting. And that's what we're doing well, and what we're trained in is health hazards. We've always had equipment and training for dealing with blood stains in cars or mice in cars or mold, things like that, that are a health hazard that need special training. And now just with COVID, every car is treated that way. So we have additional disinfectant protocols and things. We're working a little bit on a slower capacity just to have enough time for all those vehicles because of the added disinfectant time that it needs. But overall, summer's been really busy, and we're grateful that we can provide that important service to people that don't have the means to clean their own cars, so that they feel safe being out there. All the, especially everybody who is working with elderly or caring for others, all the door dashers and deliveries and Ubers and just people going to work, because yeah, you're out and about, you're in stores, you're picking up things, you're dropping things off. Every now and then a car needs cleaning, and that's what we do best, and that's what we're here for, and what we've been doing. Really, yeah, we were really busy the last 3 months, so we're grateful for that. Our crew is happy to be here and help out where they can, and yeah, so it's been a bit strange. It's been a bit different. There are more protocols in place like for everybody else, but overall, it's exactly what we do. We clean things. So it's our market.
Tricia, thank you so much for taking the time, and congratulations on being our Business of the Month. We really appreciate it. And we've listed your website on our website, and they'll be linked back over. Thank you very much, Tricia.
Thank you so much. It was nice chatting with you, Lucas.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.